This full blue moon in Sagittarius is upon us, and boy, it's a powerful and intense one for a lot of us, especially for us empaths and sensitives. But before we begin tapping together, I want you to pause for a moment and just ask yourself something honestly. Have you been feeling emotionally overloaded lately? And I really want you to notice, what emotions have been coming up for you? Have you been feeling irritated or annoyed or frustrated? And it could be to the point where maybe you feel like you're even going to cry sometimes. Or do you find that you're just overthinking everything right now, and that's what's causing this frustration or irritation within you? And even sometimes, when we're going through all of this, we can feel exhausted, even though, let's say, we've gotten 8 hours of sleep or we've lied down for 8 hours. And so I really want to point out that all of this is kind of normal during the Sagittarius full moon. I can personally remember one particular full moon in Sagittarius where I woke up feeling really anxious, and there really was no reason for it. And I remember I kept trying to think my way out of it. But underneath the anxiety, there was some emotional truth there. I realized for weeks now that I had been ignoring my own needs because I was so focused on taking care of everyone else. And the moment that I realized that and I stopped fighting my own emotions and I allowed myself to feel them and I started to give myself compassion, then my nervous system finally softened. And that's why I created this EFT session for you today. Because this blue full moon in Sagittarius is really just bringing a lot to the surface. But before we begin tapping, if you want to understand more deeply about how this full blue moon in Sagittarius may be impacting you as an empath or sensitive soul astrologically, then make sure you check out my other video, and I'll make sure to link it above and in the description below, where I break down the emotional, spiritual, and energetic themes of this powerful moon. All right, for those of you who are new here, hello and welcome. My name is Jennifer, and I'm your compassionate and loving ascension guide. And I specialize in helping empaths and sensitives navigate these cosmic shifts without losing our sanity. We look at the stars to see the cosmic weather map and to gain practical tools to help you manage your energy, which include tapping, which we're going to do together today. And if you enjoy content for empaths and sensitive souls around healing and astrology, EFT and inner child work, and spiritual awakening, then make sure you subscribe to my channel. So before we begin tapping, I want you to let me know in the comments, are you already feeling this full moon energy? I know I have. And we'd like to say that you can start to feel it a few days before and even a few days after. And if you have, I want you to tell me what emotions have been coming up to the surface for you. And then notice which of those emotions have felt really intense lately. Okay, and if you're willing, comment below and let me know what they've been for you. Now that you've identified what emotions you have been feeling, I want you to rate their intensity, right? So from 1 to 10, 1 not that strong to 10 feeling really super strong within your energy field. And then I also want you to notice, where do you feel them in your body? So let's say you've been feeling the energy of frustration and you really feel that in your head. Or maybe you've been feeling grief and sadness and you can feel that really deep within your own heart. I want you to notice for yourself, once again, what emotions you've been feeling, how intense they are, and where you've been feeling them in your body. And now what I would like to do is help you to regulate your nervous system. So we're going to do a short EFT tapping session together now. And if you're new to EFT, that's okay. I want you just to follow along and tap gently with me. And I'm going to guide you through the whole process, and you can use one hand or two hands. And we're going to start now by just taking a deep, slow breath in and a deep, slow breath out. And just allow your shoulders to relax, to come into the present moment, and give yourself permission to be exactly where you are. You don't need to force yourself to feel positive in this space. You only need to allow yourself to feel your feelings and to be present in your body. Okay, So now we're going to start, we call it the karate chop point. It's the side of your hand right here. I want you to tap and just repeat after me out loud if you can. And feel free to change any of the words to fit your situation. Even though I feel emotionally overwhelmed right now, I deeply and completely honor my own sensitive heart. Even though these full moon emotions feel intense, I choose to bring compassion to myself. And even though I've been carrying stress and emotions and energy that's no longer serving me, I allow myself to feel safe in my body now. And now we're going to tap starting at your eyebrows. Once again, you can use one hand or two hands. I've been feeling emotionally overloaded. Side of your eye, so much emotional energy I can feel in my body. Underneath your eyes, I'm trying to hold it all together. Underneath your nose, and I've been feeling emotionally tired. We're going to tap right here at your chin in this little crease. And I realize now that I've been absorbing so much around me. At your collarbone, and now I'm feeling emotionally stretched. Under your arm, and my nervous system feels overwhelmed. And the top of your head, and you can tap in just the very top or all around your head is what I prefer to do. And I realize now that I've been carrying way too much. And then I just want you to take a moment, go ahead and grab your wrist, give it a squeeze, take a deep breath into your heart space, and slowly breathe out and say peace. And just notice what is already shifting within your body. Notice if you're starting to feel a little calmer. And we're going to begin again. At your eyebrows, maybe I don't need to carry everything. Side of your eye, maybe I can soften. Underneath your eyes, maybe I can release what's not mine. Underneath your nose, I honor my emotions. Underneath your chin, right here, and I honor my inner child. At your collarbone, I choose compassion instead of judgment. Under your arm, as I reconnect with my divine loving self. And the top of your head, and I allow emotional safety to be with me now. Once again, go ahead and grab your wrist, give it a squeeze, take a deep breath into your heart space. Slowly breathe out and say peace. And just notice once again what is starting to move and shift within your body as you are acknowledging everything that you've been thinking and feeling. And now we're going to do one more round together, starting at the eyebrow point. I release all this emotional heaviness. Side of your eye, I release fear and overwhelm. Underneath your eyes, I allow peace into my body now. Underneath your nose, as I connect with my divine loving self. At your chin, I allow healing for my inner child. At your collarbone, and I receive support from my divine spiritual team. At the side of your ribs or under your arm, and I receive healing from my divine loving self. And the top of your head, and I am open to emotional freedom, to truth, and spiritual expansion. All right, go ahead and grab your wrist one more time. Take a deep, slow breath in and a slow breath out. And say peace. And just notice what has shifted within you. Notice any places where things may have softened. You can go back and look at the original emotion you were feeling. Notice if it still feels as intense. Notice if it has softened in the area that you were feeling it. Know that you can come back and do this tapping sequence at any time that you need. And I just want to remind you that you don't have to abandon yourself to survive. You can honor who you are and really shine your light out into the world. All right, beautiful soul, I want to thank you so much for tapping today. If this EFT session supported you, then I want you to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel for more healing videos for empaths and sensitive souls and spiritual seekers like yourself. And if you're feeling called to go into deeper healing, then I would love to invite you to my 6/6 portal inner child healing workshop, where we're going to work with your divine loving self, the female archangels, the unicorn healing energies, and EFT tapping, because I love EFT tapping to help calm down the nervous system. We're going to do all of this to help heal your inner child and for you to have more emotional and spiritual embodiment. It's happening this week on June 5th, which is a Friday at 12 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern, and I'm offering it for $35. If you need assistance with this, go ahead and comment support and I will reach out to you. And the link to register for this event is in the description of this video. And before you go, please comment and let me know, what emotion are you ready to release under this full blue moon? And with that, I want to thank you so much for spending your time and energy with me. I'm sending you so much love from my heart to yours, and I'll see you in the comments.